Hey, this is BlindFox, welcome at my ration review. Please support the channel, please subscribe, and please go and donate on patreon.com. So welcome to our second video in the Feddeck Dauerwaren Type 19 review. Breakfast. And I got this from Pablo's Cave shop on eBay, so go and check him out. He's got some interesting rations. So let's get started with this. Welcome at breakfast. For drinks, we are going to have the coffee. We are not going to use the sugar and the coffee creamer, so we'll put them aside. This is the orange isotonic drink. This makes 200 ml, so it's not a lot. We are going to have the Bundeswehr rye bread, and you can feel it shifting there in the can. It's got a nice lid. And we are going to have the strawberry and the apricot jam. You can see they are somewhat squashed there. We're also going to check out one of these waters. Decided to check it out at breakfast, not in the other meals. So I can put these aside. And we are going to do the muesli with berries, or the berry muesli from Survivalist. So let's check this out. This is 126 grams. This expires in 2024. So this bread has got 180 calories, almost a calorie per gram. And it's got a nice, this lid really fits over it nicely, and it's just a peelable thing which we will open just now. So the muesli has got 369, it looks like, calories per 100 grams, I think. It's sort of 125 grams. So we'll mix this up. I'll put this in water. This is a bit shiny, I really can't read this, but this is orange isotonic drink and it makes 200 ml. So let's see this. There's no peelable seal that or resealable thing that I can feel, but there's a little tear notch. So here's the muesli. I don't know why there's some large pieces in there. Let's see if we can figure it out. But it's just sort of normal little muesli pieces. Tastes very like. They don't really say how much water to use when mixing this. So, and the pouch can stand upright. So I will mix some with hot water and some with cold water. I don't really think you can eat this cold or not mixed. I've tasted a bit, it's very berry-like. Actually, you can try and eat it without mixing it, but it will be a bit dry. So I will mix this in both hot and cold water, and we will be back with the rest of the stuff. There we've got our muesli mixed, so let everything stand a bit. So this is the water. It's quite a thick thing where the water is in. Sort of feels like a little retort pouch of its own. Here it feels like it's got a little tear notch. You can drink from the pouch, but I want to put the water here that I can taste it properly. Okay, so 100 ml of water. It's quite nice and clear and clean. It smells water-like. It's got a slight funny taste to it. It might be the plastics in which it was packed. It's not a bad taste. It's just sort of a slight weird taste. So if you have to use this water, I would suggest you mix it with something. For example, the isotonic drinks. It will take 2 sachets for one isotonic drink. And here we go. I've used normal water for this. Maybe in the other meals I will use 2 sachets to mix one of the orange isotonic drinks. So while we are busy tasting drink stuff, let's do the isotonic drink. To me this tastes exactly like Rehydrate. Doesn't taste orangey. It's got that orange rehydrate taste. Exactly. So I'm using my South African SHTF cutlery. So this is the bread. This is not a very hard lid. It's a much softer lid than a normal lid is. You can see it just bends. It's very foil-like, so sort of like a thick foil. I must say, it reminds me a lot of the Lithuanian. Is it Lithuanian? Yes, the Lithuanian stove. It's just the same thickness, I think. So here is the infamous spoon bread. It's quite hard. I must say, if you didn't know this was bread, you wouldn't really, and you haven't really tasted it. You get quite a lot of it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 slices. So we will do 2 with our breakfast. And the rest we will do with lunch. Quite a heavy bread. So each of these slices are a bit more than 50 grams, which I think is quite heavy for a bread slice. Let's taste some. It feels somewhat moist. You won't really. It's got a sweet smell. Almost got this funny, a sweetish, soury taste. It's not bad. It's just, I think, how this tastes. But before we put anything, it almost tastes like there's honey in. Before we do the bread, let's check out our mueslis. So this one I mixed with cold water. A slight bit of crunch left to it. You can taste the fruit in it. It's rehydrated nicely. Nice crunch to it. Let's check out the one I do with hot water. A bit less of a crunch. You get that fruit taste in both of them. They taste more or less the same. Sometimes when you mix stuff with hot and cold water, they don't taste really the same. But these two does. This one is just a bit more crispy. And of course this one is hot, this one is cold. So let's go and check out our jams. So the strawberry got somewhat flattened. I've checked it out, there is no strawberry escaping. Here's the jam. Very dark. Nice and red. Very, very gelatinous. Nice strawberry taste. Sort of fruity. Can't really taste any seeds in this. So I'll put some on the bread. I'm not sure that. So let's check out our apricot one. Much lighter color. The tin also survived better. This is a nice strawberry taste. This is a nice apricot taste. Also very gelatinous jam. So I'll just put jam on the bread and so let's try our strawberry jam first. This sort of just came out of the thing in one blob, so I just put everything on the bread. The bread sort of crumbles away, get a nice strawberry taste. I like this. I actually like this a lot. You don't taste that sweetness of the bread so much with the jam. So let's check out the apricot. Also goes well with the bread. Nice souriness of the apricot. Still sort of covers the sweetness of the bread. Quite nice. The bread was nice, interesting taste, but when you just eat the bread like that, the jam sort of goes well with the bread. I haven't used the hot cakes here, since I figured you might want the jam with the bread. But we'll use the rest of the bread and lunch and see how it goes with our luncheon. Is it liverwurst? Or land liverwurst? I'm not sure, I can't remember now. Just tasted mueslis again. The one is still a bit more crispy than the other one. This one has got a slight different fruity taste now than this one. I don't know if it's the hot water that incorporated it better, but it's interesting. They're both nice, so you don't have to have the water with your muesli. So let's check out our coffee. This coffee does not have a very bitter aftertaste. Get a nice nutty coffee aroma. It almost reminds me of the South African coffees, just a bit better because it's a bit more strong. You still have that nutty taste. Or the South African ration coffees. It doesn't taste like Nescafe at all to me. This is a quite nice coffee. It's not overwhelming in that bitter taste that Nescafe has. It's a more nutty taste, as I said. So very nice. So that was the end of our breakfast. I like this whole breakfast. Quite interesting, and you don't have to eat all the bread. That is a nice thing. You can seal it up again. And you can save it for your lunch. So this was the Feddeck Dauerwaren Type 19 breakfast, and I got this from Pablo's Caves shop on eBay, so go and check it out. It's got a lot of rations there. So just short after, I really like this breakfast. It's quite a lot if you really want to eat the bread. If you want a bit everything, you might, in a pinch, you might share this between 2 people. But yeah, I think you can. Yeah, well, in a pinch you can share this between 2 people. It might just be enough. So thanks for watching. Please support the channel, please subscribe, and please go and donate on patreon.com.